Hello everyone, we are from Mexel Education Private Limited and today I will be introducing you to the Icon Scientifica workshop. This is the inventor's kit which we shall be using for the Icon Scientifica workshop. As you can see, it has three main components: the inventor's guidebook, the iInvent book, and various components for designing the models. It also includes a list of components which are included in the kit. You have thermocol, sheets of black chart paper, cutouts for aero models, some thick papers for various kind of modeling, plastic straws, easy to build plastic structural components, ready-made PVC cutouts, various types of joints to join the plastic components, pulleys, assorted stuff like thread, nylon thread, rubber bands, balloons, syringes for hydraulics and other applications, chains, gears and chain sprockets, tires, axle rods, axles, pegs again for joining various plastic components, electrical components like battery, motor, battery holder, switches, elastic rubber bands, various types of pipes for joining the syringes for hydraulic applications, mirror for light applications. This is the inventor's guidebook which the child will be using as a training guide for systematic project designing. In this, the child will have a brief of the project which he will be making. It will have the details with the science principles of that project, followed by the problem statement which he has to use as a reference for the project. This is the design stencil based on which he will design various components of the project. He will make a rough diagram before finally implementing it. He will have references for few models which are similarly based on the project principles, the science principles which are used in the project, questions which are multiple choice as well as subjective, and finally links for reference for all the principles involved in this particular project. This is iInvent, Inventor's Workbook. This book comprises of case studies. These cases familiarize the child with different designs, their advantages and reasons for choosing right material in making a certain product. For example, riding on a cushion of air is a case study about the tubeless tire. It starts off with explaining the air pressure in a balloon and gradually goes on to the principle of the modern tubeless tire. Today we will be making the pullback car. These are the plastic components which we will be using for the pullback car, and we will demonstrate how easy it is to make it using these components. For making the pullback car, we are using the principle of an elastic rubber band. This pullback car has to work on a rubber band. The components which I am using are two pulleys, a small axle rod, a long rod, two bend rods, two pegs, two 5-hole rods, a small gear, a long axle rod, 2 racing tires and gear fixtures. Now, as we know, a rubber band has the property of elasticity. We are going to use this elastic property to propel this car. The elasticity in a rubber band is the potential or the stored energy, and when that energy is released, it will give kinetic energy to this car. We need to ensure that the car is as light as possible. Hence, I am using the minimum number of equipments possible. As I showed you, the pegs are used to join different components. These joints are pretty firm and stable. Hence, any kind of design using these components does not fall apart very easily. Finally, I put the racing tires. So, I have got a basic car in place. Now, using the gear fixers, I ensure the alignment of the car so that these tires don't move. And finally, the power source. The power source for this car is a rubber band. So this rubber band, when we pull back this car, stores the energy in it, and when released, it causes the car to move. I hope you enjoyed making the simple model of a pullback car using a simple rubber band. Now I'll be dismantling this model back to its components, and you will see how easy it is to use. We just made the model of a pullback car, which is one of the simplest models of our Icon Scientifica workshop, which involved mechanics. We can make models as advanced as a crane, which involves mechanics, hydraulics and electronics. Our Icon Scientifica workshop kit helps you to make various such models. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.